Alrighty, and we are back with more Sunday afternoon Super Robot Wars T here on Sound Goblin Gaming. I am, as always, Bogradder Josh.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm the Krampus.
In between last week and today, I went and got a bunch of Singapore dollar PSN cards and got the whole DLC pack for this game, which also gave us a fair amount of money. And yeah, if you go into DLC, and then bonus scenario, go like all the way towards the end. There's going to be one full pack purchase present T, which will give us more funds and TAC B.
Excellent.
And some power parts. So the DLC missions for this game all take place ostensibly at certain points throughout the storyline, and all have kind of these little... They're of no actual storyline significance. Most of them are kind of joke things or whatever. But each of them does provide some decent power parts, and usually some funds and TAC P for them. However, they are also a kind of challenge because they actually don't utilize the suits in them from your actual set. So like all the power parts and stuff you have set up and all the bonuses and stuff like that are they're basically just have like a default set for the suits. But this does also mean that for some of the stuff, if it's not suits we particularly use, they are actually leveled up to be at like the level they should be at.
Yeah.
You also don't gain any EXC during that mission, and you don't start with however much EXC you would have on those. They just, everybody starts at 5 EXC, and that's how much EXC you have for the mission. We might show these off at a later date. For now, we're going to keep going through with the main story.
Yep.
They're usually a little bit shorter than the actual story scenarios, but... in the meantime, before we get started with our next mission, we do have another like 300k to go sink in.
Yep.
Hey Vorton, how's it going?
Hey.
And just like that, Swordfish is now maxed out on regular stats. All we've got left to do is weapon rank ups on it.
Yep.
Weapons expensive.
Weapons are expensive.
Yes. Realistically, you're not supposed to actually max out weapon rank on your first playthrough.
Yes, last time we got
Quidmantha, Alpha Aziru, another Quibbly Mark II, and the other thing that nobody gives a shit about. Yagdoga.
yeah. Should be here.
We also swapped people around so that, like, that Alpha Zero, for instance, is being piloted by Puru rather than Kess, because we are never fucking fielding Kess.
No, Cass is not getting rewarded for what she did.
Because fuck Kess.
Hero 2 is our Queen Mansa.
Yep. Judao is now in the new Gundam because we got the new Gundam, the High New. So Umbro's in the High New now.
And Camille got moved from the Zeta to the Double Zeta.
E-I-E-I-O.
It's entirely possible, Vorton, that the whole reason for that is because Twitch has been kind of being weird and fucky today. So, I can tell you from our end, looking at the video production side, it sees it as a contiguous stream, so the VOD will be just a full VOD later on.
Yep.
But Twitch has been acting up all day for people, so... hence the announcement in Discord about if Twitch has finished shitting the bed for the day, we'll be streaming more of this. I'm keeping a closer eye on our stream than I usually do, just to make sure shit doesn't start dropping or fucking whatever. Like, Twitch was having a very weird thing earlier where streams were live for some people and not for others.
Weird.
Oh, is this finally done with the Claw stupid plan?
Yes. Well, sort of.
It's got a dream, you know.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it when we're done, just to figure it out, but we'll see what happens.
I'll pay you an exposure. Has he finally turned evil?
No, he's just coming off of his tour of helping orphans to deal with this crisis. He's still helping the orphans, mind you. He's multitasking.
I feel like at this point we're just getting our hopes up overly with Presman turning evil. Like, if he was going to do it, he would have done it by now. There's less than 10 missions left in the game.
No, we know the president's not evil.
It's too late for a shocking reveal. Or is it?
Dun dun dun.
Scenario 54. Presman attacks.
Presman's been the head of the UND the whole time.
He's got a space helicopter!
Turns out that silhouette we're seeing was actually just Presman in a stupid hat.
I knew you'd be able to see my silhouette once I started doing something evil, so I put on this stupid hat. Oh, it was a good plan.
Now, I'm gonna attack you with my space helicopter.
Space helicopter would be entirely too practical for a UND suit.
Yeah.
That's very true. It's a space helicopter. It's also a Seraph. Its blades are made up of actual wings. And it has 17 of them.
No, he abducted Rain because he's a jackass. Doesn't need any more knowledge about DG cells. It's not like anybody knows anything about DG cells anyways. Just make this shit up whenever they feel like it.
He just kidnapped her because he's a jackass. Meanwhile, back at Master Asia's secret hideout, and that's why I kidnapped you. You just walked in and said you're a jackass. I know. Would you like some popcorn?
Why would Master Asia and the Claw's plans be opposed to the Claw's plan? Because it's dumb. You're not wrong.
Who's Chirico?
That's a good question.
The AT pilot.
He died of ligma.
What the fuck is an AT? Is that the thing we've had sweeping out the hangar bay? The Craw! No, not Craw! Craw!
Oh, get smart. You had some problematic jokes.
Had a lot of problematic jokes. It's still possibly one of the funniest TV series ever made.
It's nice when we remembered who you were, Chirico.
I've just been sitting here eating bean paste for this whole time.
Or the part in the story where they go, hey, remember these characters they're not actually fielding because they're not good? Remember this character you're not fielding because he's not good?
Hey, that's Chimney Crockett, the hero of Neo America.
Tell me when it's Gundam the Gundam.
The boxing champion, thank you very much. And a football star.
Yes, Wild West 6 shooters.
Because every American wears frills and has 6-shooters. Nobody wears frills here! The 6-shooters are entirely accurate, but the frills, no.
You're not American.
You know, traditional American names like Chimney.
Chimney Crockett.
Oh. I think other countries are nearly as amused by their Neo country representative as basically every American Gundam fan is by Chimney Crockett.
Not in the slightest.
We're gonna make this stupid, stereotypical American guy. That's fine.
I think the only one that comes close in terms of really is Gentle Chapman.
Gentle Chapman is amazing.
Gentle Chapman's like the one you gotta go, oh man. Not problematic like Neo Kenya, but...
No, Gentle Chapman is just the most British to ever British. His fucking name is Gentle Chapman.
What hope it
If I remember correctly, doesn't Gentle Chapman control his, like, an actual, like, wheel in the coffin?
No.
No,
that's
that's
the
George
butler.
Hassan's
That's the butler.
princess's butler, who has a fencing training mobile suit that he controls with a steering wheel.
Oh, that's right.
Also, we learned the claw's true name. Ku Krang Kriu.
Sure.
Hey, Hunter, how's it going? Boy, let me tell you, you want to talk about oddly dressed characters? Be here next week when we get into the endgame Magic Knight Rayearth shit.
Christ almighty. The clamps.
Give him the clamps.
Also, the claw comes from the Astrasius galaxy.
See, I know you're somewhat familiar with Magic Knight Rayearth, Hunter. Next week we get to see Debonair. Who almost wears something that could charitably be called an outfit.
That's not, they're also going to get Nova back next week.
Yep, Nova and Debonair will be next week. I think. Timing-wise, I think we will see Nova. Debonair will show up, but we don't actually, I think, face Debonair until the week after.
Yeah, thank you, Van. I don't really care where he comes from. I'm gonna put a fucking bullet in him.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's an alien. I don't care if he's an Elvis impersonator that got kidnapped.
Oh.
Got a dream. Uh-huh.
And that dream be part of every world.
We're in the world gonna have a little bit of Elvis.
All
this
of
time.
it was down.
Okay.
Let go. Whatever I'm saying.
I think your Elvis slipped a little in the big loo there. Big loop.
Questioning my peanut butter banana sandwich.
Questioning, do you sell that alongside your sea salt ice cream? No.
Uncle.
They don't. We're making this all up as we go.
Yup.
And then
They built summer homes here? That's the story?
Well, see, they built a network of interconnected ring gates. Had to be dialed in. But over time, stellar drift has occurred. They pretended to be ancient gods because your people worship them for their high technology.
Oh, the
Fargates!
Please don't call it that.
Rochina's outfit looks like when you try to make, like, a slutty latex version of a costume. Like he's a slutty captain.
Okay, so here's the thing about what's going on right now, story-wise. Like, I get odd flashbacks to other better series. This is the point in the game where they just try to start slamming everything together to make the conclusions to all the series matter to the end game.
Yes, this is what I'm like. We need to finish off all these storylines that we pulled in from other series, but they still need to work in universe.
So we're going to interconnect.
The Claw's an alien.
So now we're going to interconnect Armor Trooper Votoms, Martian Successor Nadesco, Gunsword.
Meanwhile, Master Asia's still running around wiping DG cells on anything.
Meanwhile, he's got this whole thing playing on a monitor for Rain. Like, Rain, do you see why I kidnapped you? Honestly, you're better off not being in the middle of this whole thing. You'll get back to Domon eventually. Here, have a chocolate. I've got like 5 Hershey bars in here. I don't want them to melt.
Actual writers for the game, Vorton, typically the Super Robot Wars games have like one lead writer and like 2 or 3 like assistants to that writer for each game. Actual series-wise, like literally every series in this game, for the most part, had a different writer of some sort.
Wasselman!
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we killed Wasselman, but I guess.
Nope. Not yet.
Oh, that means we're gonna get more Nightmare Wasselman face. You know it's coming.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hunter. None of those chocolates have DG cells. Clearly.
God, you got me.
Master Asia wouldn't put DG cells in chocolate.
It's extra dark chocolate. Your plan's dumb.
Don't understand something. Don't understand anything about what these fucking idiots are talking about.
I refuse to believe that this group of incompetent chuckle fucks stole anyone away from Master Asia. He didn't exactly
Master was
want
Asia
to.
was too busy showing up in random fights. He had no reason to be it.
So I forgot to lock the house, damn it! God, there's armors all over my porch.
If this isn't the plot of Master Asia to begin with.
Absolutely no intention of taking your life. Could you imagine what Domo would do to us if we did? We're not stupid. Well, okay.
We're very stupid.
We are very stupid. But there are limits.
Now, Rain.
I'm not going to help you idiots do anything with DG.
Now, Rain,
so-
a bunch of 5-year-olds in adult clothing are going to kidnap you and attempt you to do stuff. I need you to gently dissuade them and then slap them on the back.
What are they planning on doing? Probably
Beat them
using
for their
DG
insolence.
cells, something stupid. Like you.
Beat them like I beat Domo.
Different than me.
I use DG cells for things that are awesome, whether or not they're stupid. Their plan is stupid and lame. Let's see. I don't think we have any.
We did change our priorities. We're actually fielding our units, right?
Huh? Yeah, we got the Alpha Zero. We
Yeah.
got the Queen Mansa.
I
I knew.
So
Yeah.
Domon and Akito are part of the actual mission, so they're going to like auto
Yep.
deploy. But there's nobody in particular we need.
Okay. Yep.
So just our usual team.
Ray!
Hey, you too, Claw. Are you listening? You're fucking idiots.
Your plan's dumb. Also, we're here to take back Rain.
If there is a hair missing on her head, I will cleave this planet in half with my bare fucking hands.
That's it was like we should just give her back.
This is
my speaking voice.
Haven't you seen my movies?
No need to shout at the top of your lung. Who do you think we are? We are the shouting
It's in
boys.
our name.
What kind of cartoon operation is the D-Run? Sigh. Wasselman is such a shitty villain, but he's so fun just because everyone gets a dunk on him. You know nothing, Jon Snow. You mean
That implies Char was ever actually your pawn.
the real UNT collaborator is...
Aim Preston.
We knew it! You bastard!
Kickbacks!
I gave them all these orphans so they could shove them to robots.
That's why I was helping them.
Oh, that explains where we got those orphans from.
Oh my god.
Man, how fucking blown are our minds going to be when it's revealed that Aim Preston actually has been working with the UND all this time?
Oh, there's the face!
Has been working this time in the most, like, nonchalant, do nothing way. Yeah, sure, I guess I'll sign a contract or something.
Surrounded by new faces. Okay, you know, seriously, Kincaid.
This is absolutely a Dr. Weird. This time will be
It'll be
different. Gunbuster kicks Mech in face.
It's not different at all, is it?
President.
Our team name is Those Shouty Boys, Morton.
All prizes and E phases, and then defeat a prize are EX action smash it.
Okay, sure, why not?
So we do need to defeat Wasselman with Sagiri.
Okay.
Okay.
Not hard.
Yeah.
Hard. So Apis.
That's for an enemy point.
Kill everything but him.
Kill everything but him.
And then kill him with Smash Hit. In this case, kill him with Smash Hit, specifically from Sagiri.
Yes.
Within 4 turns. The girl's end turn. Again, that's not going to be hard.
No.
Oxo.
Sup, bitches?
Surprise!
Vroom, vroom. So intense.
Last mission, or last time we played, we learned that there was a 300 score bonus for people.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Super Ace.
Super Ace.
Yes. Couldn't have the good unit, not fast.
Everyone in Nadesco.
Yeah, in between streams, we also basically redid the power parts on everybody.
Yep.
Because it had been quite a while since we'd done those.
Actually, we could have the board, so.
What it really gets crazy when my gun hits the scene.
Vroom, vroom. Oh, they're still on the train.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
Everybody on the bus.
Keeping in mind, it might not be the best idea to throw Akito out there since he's like
We haven't
30
used
levels
him at,
behind.
Like 30 levels.
Yes.
And we lose if he
And we
dies.
lose if he's defeated, so... It'll be fine for, like, this round. We should have enough to keep him from getting anything actually hitting him. But, next round, he should probably head back to one of the buses. And just kind of stay there.
Put everyone on the bus. Bus has infinite spaces on it. Put the other buses in this bus.
Cannot actually do that. We also, of course, put the Gunbuster in the Nadesco. The Gunbuster being almost the size of the
It
Nadesco.
rides on top.
Since we did look this up previously.
Yep.
The Nadesco, as I recall, was only slightly over, like, 300 meters long or something.
Yeah. The rock columns are biggest ship.
Yeah, the Rock Column is absolutely the biggest ship.
It's like 450.
Something like that. It is the only ship that is significantly better.
We missed a Bowser.
Guys, wait for me!
He was hiding.
Like Zoinks!
We are still on the hard path, because even though we've skipped a handful of SR points, we still have at least 3/4 of them. Yeah, intuition will dodge. go to evade, but fair enough. Defend does reduce the damage a fair amount. It's fine. It's got a 6% chance.
Yeah.
Is also drawing all the heat off of Akito so he doesn't die.
Yep. Things really like attacking my guy.
I mean, he's the closest target over on that side. Going before C.
It's fine.
Just intuition.
Okay.
Dun-dun. Something stupid is gonna happen.
It's her! She's coming!
Hi,
Suddenly,
Nova.
Nova, now is not the time. The adults are doing things. Yes.
It's hard not to be more potent than golems.
Golems are at least kind of tanky.
Tanky, yes. Potent.
That's a long and complicated question. That's fucking long and complicated. Thank God!
He'll have to wait at least 2 more missions to get my tragic backstory.
We haven't gotten enough Nova points. Nobody wins the game of Nova. Oh, hi, Dr. Hell.
The Kaiju Army.
Ashra.
Yeah. And the orcs from Black Morgul. There are plenty of people here that don't have tragic backstories, Hunter. At least half of these series are awesome hot blood animes.
Yep. Whoa!
Yep. Crazy muzzle.
With the tongue. Ooh.
All this time.
Yeah, it's like-
Psycho Frame activate.
Ambrose is watching all this like, I don't need this today.
Alright, so make sure to move up Mazinger.
I'm sorry, Monsinger. At least you can kill this guy.
Tetsu's just like, it's alright. I don't really want to be involved in this idiocy anyways.
I don't want to be here. This is dumb.
Attack first.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Fire gravity blast.
Yeah,
That one guy there.
You can hit one of the Kakaiju.
Screw that guy.
This one Kikaiju in particular is gonna get fucked.
Everybody off the bus.
Alright, let's start with our new guys. Alpha Zero. What's your range look like? 1 to 3, 2 to 6, 3 to 9. Got it.
Yeah, just keeping in mind, most of those cannot be used after moving.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Just flash.
I mean, it's actually kind of okay if the Alpha Zero gets hit. It has a ton of defense.
Yeah.
It's your tankier.
It's gonna take a lot of hits over the next turn.
ジュド見ててね
Longer the wiggly
the
hands!
gropey hands.
Who's ready to get tickled?
They are specifically like down like this.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
The ball fondler!
あの入隊ってのは手強い敵だって聞くアンチプロトンスマッシュ
It's
これで
ridiculous.
終わりだ
Yep.
Missed!
そんなの全部よけちゃうから
Yes. Of important note, last time we also did see my favorite cutscene in this entire game. Just Puru and Puru 2 running around in circles with their arms out, doing the Puru 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 thing.
Then all the adults talking about how it's great they can just be kids. And they're like, being adults are.
Scratch the paint on Shin Getter Dragon. You assholes. It's up on the YouTube, Hunter. We put these up on YouTube directly after the stream, so if you ever have a chance, you can go back and catch that. That is literally a thing that happens after you recruit Puru 2.
Yes, they just start running around doing the Puru thing and enjoying the fact that she's not being used as a psycho weapon anymore.
Is the other point where we're destroying all the UND stuff and then the boss, or is it just...
Yeah, it is. It calls out
Eight
specifically.
Pices and E-Phases.
Yeah, it's the Apis and
We don't have to worry
Ephaz.
about the grunts with the stabby daggers.
Yeah,
And then we have to
do the Apis arc
do
with
start
the
with an action.
smash hit.
Justice.
And for the enemy point, we specifically need to do it with Sagiri.
So,
Mind you, again, the enemy point thing I think we're actually done with. I think we have enough of them to trigger the stuff we need off of it, but eh. Chest Mega Particle Cannon.
yeah.
Can't use our funnels.
Alternatively, Nipple Beams.
無傷とはいか
Anyway, it only has the chest mega particle cannon, but the binders have particle cannons on them too.
Yeah.
最大出力だ
Oh, what are you doing? Oh,
Almost.
Yeah. So, like, one more level on him, he basically would have done that.
That's the other thing. Most of the damage that we were getting off of Spike, that wasn't criticals.
Yeah.
That was just Spike doing his thing regular style. Stupid Purus thing.
So it did come up yesterday, I think, when we were talking about it. And Mackie, I know you said that you'd be willing to jump in.
I do.
You think when we're done with SRWT, because I think what we're probably going to do, we'll finish the main story of this and do another game in between as a break before we come back and do like all the DLC. And there's actually a epilogue set of missions. It's like 15 or 20 scenarios that we also got.
Okay.
In between there, I think we should do G-Gen.
Yeah.
G-Gen Genesis,
That's
and
fine.
Mackie will play that one out.
Yeah, I'm 100% fine with that.
So, there's as much of an official announcement as we'll make on this channel. Following SRWT, which should probably be about another month to month and a half, just based on how many scenarios are left, we're going to be doing a playthrough of Mobile Suit Gundam G-Generation Genesis, which will be mostly me, and if Ludwig / Ceiling Squid decides to join us, he as well, nerding the fuck out over UC Gundam stuff. So that's probably going to be our next Sunday game then.
Yeah, that's UC all the way up to
Unicorn.
Hathaway's Flash.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the DLC, it has
with the
Hathaway's
DLC.
Flash.
Which we have, so we'll go all the way up through Hathaway's Flash.
Yes, okay. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out timeline-wise. Yes, Unicorn does take place before Hathaway's Flash. Ostensibly. We don't know where Hathaway's Flash is actually, like, when it's going to take place in the actual animated canon, since it hasn't come out yet.
And do we have a year for Hathaway's Flash?
I mean, in the manga, yeah.
I doubt they changed it just for the new right?
They did for fucking NT.
Did they?
Yes. The vast majority of Phoenix Hunter takes place before Unicorn.
Huh.
It will also, while like they're already going to have to change significant portions of the story of Hathaway's Flash because Char's counterattack ends significantly differently from Beltorchika's children. In that, literally, that whole everybody killing each other fuck up kerfuffle at the end of CCA
Uh-huh.
goes entirely differently in Beltorchika's children. Yeah, so the novel is UC 105, so it's 13 years after CCA. I don't remember whether or not Astanage dies in Beltorchika's children. If he does, it's not a significant thing. It's mostly the most major difference with Beltorchika's children, aside from the High Nu and the Nightingales instead of the Nu and the Sazabi, is literally like the actual end of Beltorchika's children. Like I said, that whole fucking kerfuffle ends completely differently. Beltorchika's children / High Streamer, depending upon how you want to phrase it. Like, technically CCA is an adaptation of High Streamer, but High Streamer is kind of an adaptation of Beltorchika's children. It's fucking complicated. Yeah, so like, to clarify, just so we're clear on how sort of fucked up this whole thing is. So there is Mobile Suit Gundam Char's Counterattack High Streamer, which was a novel written by Tomino between 87 and 88 in the magazine Animage. The actual CCA movie was a modified adaptation of High Streamer. When the decision to turn High Streamer into a movie was made, Tomino drew up a new story outline version of High Streamer, which put involved Beltorchika in it, and had Amuro like have an actual family.
Yeah.
The sponsors didn't like that version, so decided to adapt regular High Streamer into CCA. Then Tomino released the changed version as Beltorchika's Children. So High Streamer is technically what actually became CCA, but Beltorchika's Children is what Tomino wanted CCA to be. So it all kind of becomes weird, questionable canonicity, depending upon whether you go with intention of the writer or intention of the people that actually like made the movie. And Gundam's always just a giant kind of clusterfuck, if we're being real. So, the big thing about Hathaway's Flash, and so Hathaway's Flash, the thing about it is, the actual novel of Hathaway's Flash distinctly continues on specifically from Beltorchika's Children, rather than from High Streamer / CCA. The biggest thing about this is specifically because at the end of CCA, spoilers for CCA, it's like a fucking 25-year-old movie. Fucking get over it. So at the end of CCA, Chan intentionally kills Kess. In Beltorchika's Children, Hathaway accidentally kills Kess. Which is why he runs off and joins a terrorist organization, which leads into Hathaway's Flash. So they're already going to have to significantly change, like, his whole impetus for the events of Hathaway's Flash. So they could also potentially change the timing of it. I, again, don't necessarily see why they would. Can't think of any particular reasons to. But, like, they're already going to have to make some major changes to Hathaway's Flash to make it actually work, so who even knows? I mean, there'd have to be a huge difference in time frame for Hathaway's Flash to occur before Unicorn. But because Unicorn, if I remember, is like 97?
96, I want to say. 96 or 97.
Yeah, 96. So it's literally like a decade before when Hathaway's Flash actually takes place. It'll be interesting to see, though, because we're going to have...
Part of the problem is you can't really move it before Unicorn.
No, because Hathaway would be a fucking child
Because Hathaway
still.
would be a kid.
I mean, young
Yeah.
teenager, but yeah, because he was in CCA.
Yeah.
Like,
They would vastly change his age and how things
Yeah.
would go.
so yeah, it's almost certainly not going to be, but then again, like, I'm also kind of wondering, because we still also have Unicorn 2 coming up, which I think is scheduled to be released after the first of the Hathaway's Flash movies.
We're supposed to get the first Hathaway Flash movie sometime next year.
Yeah. I think Unicorn 2 is 2021. It's supposed to be coming out. So it'll be interesting to see how much stuff of Unicorn 2 influences the events of Hathaway's Flash. Because we might get some sort of little preview insights into the stuff that happens in Unicorn 2 from the first Hathaway's Flash film.
Gundam be complicated, yo.
It's just a weird, difficult thing with timeline because they're kind of backfilling a lot of stuff now. Because, like, as we're seeing now, there's a lot of stuff we watch now that takes place after the events of Unicorn would have happened, but doesn't really reference any of the amazing, like, kind of world-changing events that happened in Unicorn, because Unicorn didn't exist when they were written. So, like, as it stands, there's nothing written that's, like, you know, addresses the fact that, like, it was revealed, like, hey, literally from the very founding of the Federation, it was in, like, the founding coda of the Federation to be like, hey, at some point in the future, there's going to be a new step in humanity. If they show up, make sure they have a voice in governing the Earth Federation. Nobody seems to pay attention to this, even though it was basically broadcasted to the entire fucking Federation. So it's not like they could just quietly cover that shit up.
Yeah. Like, I think you could cover up the existence of the Unicorn and, like...
Oh yeah, all that shit,
the
sure.
fight against Neo Zeong and things being reverted through time and that kind of nonsense. But you can't cover up the declaration.
Yeah, the literal
the
reveal.
Universal calendar.
Yeah, the literal reveal of the actual, like, founding principles that straight up say, like, hey, at some point in the future, there's going to be new types. Make sure they have a hand in guiding the Federation, because they're going to be the next step for humanity.
Yeah.
And so it's important that our laws and our governance takes into account, you know, helping humanity rise to that occasion. But it's just like, the stuff we have already that's past that point, obviously this shit didn't really exist at that point. So, like, F91 doesn't really address it at all, even in the, like, more expanded form it would have been as a full series. I don't feel like it would have addressed that at all or had anything like that, because it's not something that had occurred when F91 was written. Likewise, the Hathaway's Flash novel, which is now taking place, like, a decade after the events of Unicorn, is very much probably going to have a lot of influence from that declaration, because, like, that's the thing. That's my biggest thing, is I feel like it's entirely possible that part of Hathaway's motivation for rebelling against the Federation and going off to be a terrorist could very well be tied to, hey, we literally revealed that in the founding principles of the Federation, you were supposed to listen to new types. Like, maybe not put them in charge, but at least give them a voice. And you guys have refused to do so. Fuck y'all.
Also, the Alpha Zero, pretty fucking weak. Or do these guys just have a shit ton more armor than I remember?
Oh no, these guys have always been giant fucking tanks.
Okay.
Like, that's the biggest thing. The UND units have always been giant fucking tanks.
I suppose we've just been seeing too much of a lopsided power curve.
Yeah, I mean, the Gunbuster can still kick a hole through them, but that's because it's the fucking Gunbuster. And Spike is overpowered as shit, so Spike's dealing with them fine. The Alpha Zero is doing about the level of damage of most of the rest of our coherent units to it.
But I mean, even the
you hit it,
doing
you
like
hit it with the
5,000 or
great,
6,000.
yeah, you hit it with the Great Mazinger. Or, well, that's the other thing too. The Alpha Zero is not a high damage unit; it's a high armor unit.
Ah, okay.
Hence why its attacks like that is like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, like it seriously like took like 1,000 damage from that hit. Most of our other units, again, it's
We'll
not
probably
fair.
take like 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah, it's not fair to compare it to, say, like, the Great Mazinger, because Great Mazinger
Right,
is...
right.
Great Mazinger is kind of a busted unit in this game, as the Mazingers usually are, in that it is both a high armor and decently high damage unit.
Yeah, we also have to note that unlike a lot of our big like attacking units, the Alpha Zero is not loaded up with damage boosts and everything else.
Also, additionally, Puder just stat-wise isn't as good as a lot of our other pilots. And pilot stats do matter somewhat for defense and damage taken. Not as much as the actual suit numbers, but Like, it is a factor. I mean, I'll say this much. It's doing a hell of a lot better than the Ghibli Mark II we took her out of. Like, it is still definitely an improvement over her Ghibli Mark II. I'm gonna get up to so much nonsense in G-Gen.
Yep.
My intent will be to play it literally straight through. So we'll start with
Yes.
the 1 Year War scenario, then the...
We're not going to do the silliness of starting, like, doing, like, the first Unicorn battle, getting a bunch of, like, Gyaradogas and
No, we're not
shit,
going to go into like Gym 3s and Gyaradogas. And...
then bring them back into
Just
1
to
Year
cannons
War.
and all that kind of
But
stuff.
we're not going to restrict ourselves from actually leveling
No.
up and evolving units into stuff that's way beyond where we're at.
Yeah, but we'll start literally with the first part, which is just straight Mobile
Yeah.
Suit Gundam. Go through like the 20-side scenario nonsense things that occurred
During the 1 Year War. We may do some off-screen grinding just to go back and get, like, the get
level
ranks
suits
and
up
stuff.
get stuff.
Because some of the get bars are actually really hard to do on first playthrough. And there are some units that are off of the get bar that we absolutely are going to want to get.
Yeah. And we'll of course make characters for everyone who's going to be in this film.
Yes.
Okay, we have 2 of these guys left and we'll start working.
We'll have our grand representations. Such names as Ku Yamaka, Ron Cheros.
El Cajun.
So for those of you confused by that, by the way, it turns out that if you have the British voice on for your GPS system, it has a lot of problems with a lot of names of like streets and areas in San Diego that all happen to sound like Gundam character names.
Pretty much.
Okay. So, quick check here. Yes, everything except for...
He's not actually on that list.
Well, the point is that none of the
We can do a
other-
sweep around real quick and see. They kind of stand the fuck out as the UND units.
Yeah. None down here, no
yes, it doesn't look
battleships.
like there are any Apis or Ephas left.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can start piloting too.
So again, examples of things that GPS unit said are such things as Ku Yamaka instead of Kuyamaka, Ron Cheros instead of Rancheros.
El Cajon just got changed to El Cajon.
That one we made up. It never actually said El
Oh, we did El
Cajon.
Cajon.
No, we got Ku Yamaka and Ron Cheros, then we started making up silly shit.
I can't remember what it messes up, but it did always mess up Hamilton.
Yes, Hamashaw was a Jamaka.
Okay.
We will probably not actually use those names for our sort of self-inserts in G-Gen, just because we already did that in our own like regular game.
Razzleson!
We'll probably just give them names based on our handles. But there's Soul,
Crimson Lightning.
probably Intuition as well, because he is getting a fucking shoot down on him. Even though it's only a 41%, just to be
Yep,
sure.
still want to just make sure. Show up high.
Shard bearing disgrace would imply he has any dignity left.
Oh, the UND's plans are flawless, he claims.
What a complete clown. Well, true. He doesn't get to say that.
The fuck you just say to me?
Buddy, you challenged us to a fight. How smart can you be?
Yeah. really like the design of the Hainou. It's important to note, by the way, since we were talking about Beltorch's children earlier, the Amuro suit in Beltorch's children is never actually referred to as the Hainou.
The Hainou kind of straddles the line in between the designs that you saw in, like, Seed and the more traditional, like, CCA-era suit designs.
But yeah, in Beltorch's children, it is actually just referred to as the new Gundam. But to differentiate it, since then it has basically officially been referred to as the Hainou.
How did you miss?
このまま一気に押し込む
The asshole German space boss.
この距離ならこれだ
Smells like new type.
私の中
That's
で
boss stats.
怒りの炎が静かに
Well, keep in mind that second attacks do 50% damage as well.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that means even on a critical, that second attack would have only done like 8,000 if it was doing full damage.
Yep.
Which is actually decently significant against a boss, but... Yeah, you cannot do full all-range attack with anybody but Amuro.
That's true.
You can do the all-range attack with anybody.
Oh, it is.
Yes. Amuro specifically gets the full all-range attack. Any new type of level 5 or higher can do the regular all-range attack. Full all-range is specific to Amuro. Yeah, throw it in a 4C.
Yeah, again, shoot down.
Yeah, so we also did some pilot shuffling. I don't remember if that was on stream or not. I think that was afterwards.
Yeah.
So Judao is now piloting the regular new Gundam because Amuro is in the Hainou, which means Camille is now in the double Zeta rather than the Zeta because it is just a slightly better suit. And as you saw earlier, Puru is in the Alpha Zero because fuck Cass.
And Puru 2 is just...
Well, Puru 2 is in the Kunmanta, that's her suit. No, we were going to put her back in her fucking Kublai Mark II for some fucking reason. We literally worked to get the points necessary to get the Queen Mantha. We're going to use the fucking Queen Mantha.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, I forgot I gotta split the difference. The Queen Mantha.
The Queen Mantha. Alternatively, the
Queen Mantha.
The Queen Mantha. They can't just decide what they want to call the damn thing.
I do believe the official now is the Queen Mantha.
It's not official until they give me a new suit with it. A new
Gunpla.
model kit. Gunpla that has it. It's the ancient-ass piece of shit Gunpla that already exists for it.
Look, they gave you a fucking HG Kshatriya. What do you want?
MG Kshatriya?
Be the size of a fucking Buick.
PG Queen Mantha?
PG Neo Zeon.
The HG was just too small. You could still kind of fit it in a car.
The HG, which is literally the size of a fucking toddler. It's fucking 3 feet tall.
I still love the picture of the person like sticking the hatchback. The entire back of a car.
No, the fucking HG Neo Zeon is a fucking riot. It's literally 34 inches tall.
Action. Smash.
Has to be Sagiri.
I mean, it doesn't.
If we want to get the point.
I'm pretty sure we have all the points we need, but...
That's what, TAC-P points?
No, that's enemy points.
Enemy points.
Yes, it's one of the tracker things.
Regardless, we can do it with her this turn.
Yeah, go for it, smash it.
We can't do it this turn with her.
Use,
Oh, no, wait,
use the
The supporter thing, yeah.
support, yeah.
Yep.
too.
Yeah. No, we don't need it. It's a shoot down without it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Now we do want to do bless on her.
We do absolutely have enough enemy points, by the way. But
I do, right? Why do you bless her?
Huh?
Why do you bless her?
To get more money.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, we may as well.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about.
This isn't the end of the mission, by the way.
No, there's no way that's the end of the mission. There's still 2 more forces that showed up.
Well, yeah, but no, we don't need to worry about the
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah,
because
no, he doesn't have
have counter. We're
No.
shooting down first.
Yeah.
Rasselmon, Rasselmon! Your
Gesundheit.
name is dumb! I never noticed the giant vein in his head he has.
Oh,
When he gets
no,
angry, yeah.
Yeah, when he gets angry, he gets that giant vein in his head.
Yeah, when he does the teeth gritting, he has the huge vein busting out on his forehead.
お帰りはあちらよ国務参加の力を一つにするわよターゲットの位置確認
We're not even killing him with his final attack.
Nope.
セット確認
We can't do that after the event.
He doesn't deserve a Quark Cluster Nova.
キャリア室は援護をお願いします
I'm just gonna like shoot him a lot with every gun we
覚
have.
悟を決めるわよ
Look, we have like 4 people whose final ability is just unload all the weapons, and none of them get as ridiculous as Angela's all
No, Angela Boss is the all-out attack. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so gratuitous how hard she's like trying.
Well, she has to. She's got nothing else beyond potato.
The Nuevo potato, thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't need to see his own face.
All hands advantage.
みんなもお疲れ
My boss, Ames President.
You beat me. I'm gonna blow up Mars.
What's that last bit about? I don't know. I was focused on his face.
Look, something's happening. Thank you, Nova. You surely know how to defuse a serious situation.
I love Nova. She's so dumb.
He's distorting.
I love this. Just Nova's entire backstory is I taught her about love wrong as a joke.
She's not a claw. She can't be his right hand.
I always wanted to be a claw. They've activated the Planet Destroyer. As its name says, it destroys planets.
This disintegrator gun disintegrates.
Freeze ray. Stop time. Tell your friends.
My God! He's Tyler. My real name isn't Nance. That's dumb. You shut up, you're in the war with the others. Shut up and get in the room where we keep the photons.
Shut up, you're an Estival. You shouldn't get a fight.
Isn't an Estafel is custom? Thank you very much.
Well. It's twice as good at sweeping out the hangar than the regular Estival is.
Goes in the ruins.
It's custom that it builds 2 rooms at the same time.
I'm gonna do what we do best.
Shout.
Shout. Shout. Let it all out.
Run where?
I have spent this entire game looking like that guy from the Star Trek episode who can only beep yes or no. I've taken my life in my own hands. Yes! Now we just get into the frat boy cheering. Go, 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 go. Shh. I fucking love that Spike is one of the fucking macho shouty boys in this group.
Of course.
I really don't think. Shut the
Shut
fuck
up!
up!
You shut the fuck up! This is Akito's time! Shut up, not a claw!
That's all I needed to hear from my adopted daughter, who's only slightly younger than me.
Chimney comes out holding a giant Gundam-sized boombox. You're the meaning in my life.
もうないが俺はもう一度だけお前に会いたいんだユリカ
And I'm gonna marry her!
You stopped.
Now will you stop being so fucking nihilistic and depressive, Vasilina? No promises.
No, I won't.
She's gone!
It goes to zoom in at the area on the map where it said she was, even though there was never a character model or anything there.
She left! Don't make light of it.
Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for years.
Maui.
It's like that thing your parents never gave you, obviously.
Reap.
Oh, this got weird real quick.
Did you
Ooh, baby.
forcefully impregnate Rain?
Alright, Rain, I need you. Very important. Did you eat the chocolate yet? Oh, shit. I may have made a mistake. Dark Gundam? Dark chocolate Gundam. It all fits together.
Hey, regeneration is one of the 3 theoretical powers of Dark Gundam.
Has lots and lots of theories.
Also, you can't claim you completely destroyed it. Master Age has been running around wiping DG cells on everything.
Speaking of which,
Master Age!
Alright, Domon, I may have made a mistake. Not a big one. This is like a 5 on the oopsie scale. Fine, I'll get back in line. you know something about this, Grandpa? No,
No.
don't lie to me, Grandpa. What? I feel like that's a good response. Like, what? Okay, here we go.
It done filled up your girlfriend.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Yeah. Alright, look, I'm sorry. I failed to protect her, and now she's got a DG baby. We're DG babies.
Oh, see, they really just needed everyone in the crew to start yelling, "Ray!" He said he was going to protect her. Then I'll save her.
Yeah, theirs is a complicated relationship. Gundam fighters are a weird bunch, Angela. Wasn't he trying to kill it? Just roll with it. Who let Sai she had the room where we keep photons?
Oh, the power of Master Agent.
Surpass Master Agent.
Agent.
The new undefeated beast.
Right, a Dark Gun.
Yep.
Because apparently the Dark Gundam done planted a Dark Gundam baby inside of Rain.
Conceal a copy of its core within Rain. Somehow.
It's best not to ask questions.
That's always episodes.
Look, one of the insert number of theoretical abilities the Dark Gundam is implanting copies of itself inside human women.
Look, I think I figured it out. The Dark Gundam only has 3 abilities.
But as soon as one of them is proven to exist, it's no longer a theoretical ability.
No.
So it gains a new theoretical ability to replace it.
No. It only has 3 abilities. We're just not sure what the fuck those 3 abilities are, so theoretically they could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 3 abilities, but you gotta kind of play a clue game to...
Does it have regeneration? Well, theoretically. Can it juggle? Theoretically.
The problem is that we continue to refer to these abilities as theoretical abilities, we've literally seen them occur. There's nothing theoretical about the Dark Gundam's ability to regenerate. I said just like the idea that everything we call it, we have 3 abilities we think it may have at any given time, and as soon as one of those is shown to be true, we just replace it with a new theoretical ability. Okay, so it can't theoretically regenerate, it can regenerate. So now it can also theoretically lay babies inside people. That's dumb. How's that ever going to come up? Okay, guys, we need a new theoretical ability for the Dark Gundam. What, can it fly? No, the baby one. What? Fire the Ragnar cannon.
Sure, I can.
Also, hell, that Ragnar cannon has range.
Yep.
It's entirely possible that the Dart Gundam could eat 100 tubs of ice cream. Just because it's a robot doesn't mean it's not theoretically capable of eating 100 tubs of ice cream. Also, rules on what is and is not a robot and what it can do kind of don't entirely apply to the Dart Gundam. It honestly acts more like an organic life form than a robot to begin with. Turn on Dennis. See the Dart Gundam.
Yep.
It's gonna give you the dark finger.
Yes, Morton, you have correctly identified the crushed ice in the middle shape.
There is a beverage being made in the back. It's got a dick chin.
Yes, that was me making a really fucking good Long Island iced tea. Using...
Also, there you go. It has a mouth.
Yeah.
It's kind of Evangelion mouth.
I used some vanilla vodka and some 151 black rum. That's part of the mix. And we finally got a bottle of triple sec so I can make an actual proper Long Island. Oh, that's really fucking good.
I presume...
I'm also going to be fucking blasted by the bottom of this class.
I presume that much like most of the big boss things, the Dart Gundam only has like one attack it does. But it does at least make Darkness Finger look like a truly imposing attack.
No, it has
Technically, it has a map attack.
Yeah, map attack didn't-
They usually have a map attack and a single attack.
Like, it's also one of the few times where they've shown just how big something is in comparison to other things. Because the Dart Gundam is fucking huge.
Yeah. No, very occasionally in Super Robot Wars games, they will actually do like a scale thing.
It just like has that scene where there's like looming in the background over it, and it's like, oh, right, Dart Gundam's huge.
Trust me, Morton. Shiv and I have done far worse to our livers than this. Someday we may actually release the audio of Kingdom Hearts Recoded Fully Loaded.
Realistically, what we're probably going to do is just throw the audio for Kingdom Hearts. Go back and find out if we paused at any time in the middle of that, because I don't remember if we did or not.
I don't think we did.
And then just release it on YouTube and say, hey, if you have this, just go ahead and
Sync this
start
up.
watching this, and then watch this nonsense. You slowly get to the point where I'm just completely gone, yelling about Kingdom Hearts for half an hour.
That would theoretically mean we have to work on finishing all of our other Kingdom Hearts shit as well.
Theoretically.
Especially because we reference a fair amount of it. in that.
I mean, I'd be fine just releasing that video, like just releasing the audio for that, because that's just a matter of release the audio,
Yep.
like kind of clean it up a little bit and then just throw it out there. 1-to-1 back if you're gonna Kyoken.
Yep. Sakiyata Kyoken is a 2 minimum.
Yep. The proper way to do it.
Yep. I mean, I could have done it with any of the 3 units that are currently around, but we got to do this right.
Turn that yellow.
Yep.
Plus, might as well. There's the money one too. Cheer? Yeah. Oh, cheers the XP one.
Yeah, cheers the XP. So, do
Might
it.
as well.
It's also thematically appropriate that everyone in Getaroba, which would be losing their minds watching him rev up for this. It's gonna do the thing! It's gonna do it!
Even highlights of our favorite parts of our Kingdom Hearts stuff would be significant for, and we've literally played through the entire series
Yeah. Every Kingdom Hearts game.
and watched the movies that were movies.
Yeah, watch the movies that were movies.
Just like the nobodies!
Also, it's actually harder to make just a highlights reel than it is to just clean up the video and audio we have and release those as they are at whole. Because they were actually recorded in an episodic format, where we would actually stop recording every 30 to 40 minutes. Except for the movies where we just went straight through. How big is that energy hand? Fucking Christ.
Fucking super huge. I mean, Spike did most of the heavy lifting for you right there. Don't get a big head.
Very big, because like the Dark Gun at one point was a space station.
Yeah.
He learned love from that one. Yes. Oh no, it's regenerating.
One of the 3 theoretical abilities is the Dark Gundam.
Gundam. Number of times made that jump. Oh, my camera's broken. In that case,
The combo attack.
Yep.
Club Ace.
that just makes it sound like he goes out clubbing a lot.
He's the ace of clubbing. Jack in Diamond.
Jack off Diamond. I mean, Jack in Diamond.
Black Joker. That's insensitive, Marco.
I'm gonna be honest. The MIDI music fucking kills this. The dumb, stupid knockoff because we can't play the real one. Like, they could have done, like, the music that he does during the actual, like...
Yeah.
Now we get shitty MIDI horns.
Or even a MIDI version of the final attack music would have been cool. I am super sad that we won't be able to play the last G-Gen game that came out before this one.
Overworld.
Yeah, because one of the things in it was you could put like anybody in any suit, but it had G-Gundam stuff in it.
And
So,
everyone gets
yeah,
their own
like,
burning
all,
finger.
All
Yeah.
the voice actors like wanted to do a special line for the burning finger.
I mean, we could.
I mean, yes, we have the capability to do it. I don't know if there's a patch for it or not, or if we just be playing it blind.
There's a partial, at least?
Yeah, that was just a copy.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't truly dealt with the Dark Gundam yet.
Domo!
It has so much more. That's creepy every time you
Yes!
say
That is absolutely creepy every time.
it. What is also the correct answer?
Gets so angry his hands literally rocket into the ground. Oh, you're getting the shadow face now. Don't bother giving chase, Domon, it's a cutscene. Oh, sir.
So actually, it looks like the translation patch for G-Gen Overworld has literally everything but the database libraries.
Nice.
So like the things that you can go to and look up like a suit and be like, here's where it comes from, and
Yeah,
here's the
yeah,
info on it. They don't have that translated, but actually it looks like all the stages, all the
You can
menus,
punch me to
everything
make you
else
feel
is...
better.
Yeah, like everything else is...
nice.
And it looks like the only thing...
Alright, let's finish this now.
Okay, now we're doing the rest of the stuff. Whew, Billy. I love that Nova and Ashura have just been sitting there like,
What the hell is going on?
what's going on?
I will check out the patch just to make sure it's viable and actually like works.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, but
Do we get Master Asia now? Or
no, not quite yet.
not until we defeat the Dark Gundam, I assume?
Strictly speaking, we get Master Asia permanently.
And then, assuming we're going to get a fully realized Dark Gundam.
After 47.
Okay. My assumption is that we get a fully realized Dark Gundam, not a Dark Gundam copy we have to kill.
Yes, but that's not when we get Master Asia.
Ah.
Through all this, I still forgot about Great Nazi there. I have punished myself.
To make you feel better?
No. I mean, I had the claw inside me. Now I feel need to punish myself.
That's a complicated question, Vorton.
What's the
that?
question?
How much of the Dark Gundam is organic? Technically speaking, none, but also
Man.
some.
It's Dark Gundam. Technically Devil Gundam, but
Yeah, Dark Gundam, Devil Gundam, whatever.
Master Asia has become an A.
Yes, Master Asia has gotten the ace bonus.
10% damage for CQB weapons.
Yeah. And 5 SP each turn. I was doing like 8,000 before. Things have gotten wacky.
Like, the whole thing about the Devil Gundam is, like, the Devil Gundam itself is a robot. It's mechanical, but it uses a living organism as its core through, like, organic wiring and...
Yeah, it's basically a mobile suit developed using organic sciences.
Yeah. So other than it basically having a completely, effectively zombified hostage core of a human being tied into it, the Gundam itself is actually fully mechanical.
Yeah.
It just operates very similar to an actual, like, organic organism.
And it's also sentient, so
Yes.
there's that too.
It's really fucking complicated, and they don't really ever go too deep into it because it's fucking G Gundam. They don't got to explain shit.
Yep.
Pretty much.
We built a monster Gundam.
It's not like basically almost every other Gundam series where they at least try to internally justify their own science.
Yes.
Even if it doesn't make any sense with like real world physics, they at least establish the rules of physics. G Gundam was just like, fuck it.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna make a Gundam based off organic sciences that'll be able to constantly like
Evolve and
rebuild itself, repair
develop
itself for the intent of using the knowledge we gained from
that
this
to
to
improve
the
medical
human
science.
race.
Yeah.
Then
Oh shit, Aura Power level 8.
it went nuts.
Yeah, but for some reason these guys have really high accuracy. So
Well, yes, because they're stupid. They've always had stupidly high accuracy. We need to take a hit. He does also have a barrier. Yes, he has the Fairy Queen's blessing or whatever. If we do end up doing Overworld instead of Genesis, we'll get to talk a lot more about G Gundam.
yep.
Because Overworld involves basically all the AUs?
Yes. All the AUs that were out at the time. Anyway.
Which is, I think at that point, almost everything but like IBO. Because it has all the UC stuff, including Sentinel. And then it has G Gundam, Wing, including all the side stuff for Wing, like G-Unit and Endless Waltz, so that it doesn't have, God, whatever the fuck the other one is. It has Gundam X, it has Turn A, it has Seed, Seed Astray, Seed X Astray, Seed Destiny, Seed CE-73 Stargazer, Double O, including Awakening of the Trailblazer, it has fucking Age in there, and it has Gunpla Builders Beginning G.
Okay.
So yeah, for AU, I think it basically just doesn't have IBO. And like technically, it doesn't necessarily involve all of the weird side story shit for UC, although it does have some of that stuff because like Igloo is in there, Advance of Zeta, Flag of Titans is in there. Hathaway's Flash, F90, Silhouette F91, a bunch of different crossbow stuff. Unfortunately, does not have Missing Link.
They're missing like some G-Gen, so.
Yep, it is in Genesis. Yes, Missing Link, which has both your and my favorite suit. Well, Pixie's also part of Missing Link.
Yes, Pixie does show up.
I mean, Pixie was originally from Cross Dimension 79, but one of the things in Missing Link, that's where we have the verified second Pixie.
Missing Link has a Pixie. Missing Link also has the Pale Rider.
Well, technically verified third Pixie, but second fielded Pixie.
Has the Pale Rider, also has the rebuilt Gundam.
Yep.
And the actual time skip.
Like it was just called Monster.
Also has the precursor to the Psycho Zaku,
Yep.
the Bishop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll grab the patch for Overworld and see if I can get it working properly and see if it actually functions. I seem to recall the last time I tried to do it, it ended up being a bunch of like garbage text, but I'm not sure if that's because I applied it wrong or might have been something with the emulator. Spoilers, if we're doing G-Gen Overworld, we're emulating it.
Keep getting to do it.
I don't feel like trying to figure out a way to actually capture my PSP. Also, that would require me to play the game on the PSP.
There's like 4 different versions. Is the patch for
The patch is for the PSP one specifically.
行くよ
As far as I'm aware, nobody has actually patched any of the other versions of Overworld. Also, for those of you that have watched and enjoyed this playthrough of Super Robot Wars T, and might be interested in picking up the game yourself to give it a try, it is still a little difficult to do, because again, it's not actually an official US release of any sort, so you'd have to get an import version. But it is now available not only on PS4 where we're playing it, but also on PC and Switch.
Yep.
Just make sure if you're doing it, you're going to look for the Southeast Asian English version, specifically. Because there is the Japanese version, which is unfortunately also the only version of the game that officially gets all the real music, but is entirely in Japanese. Then there's the Southeast Asian version, which comes in Japanese, English, or Chinese.
That's awful.
Yes. But at the least on PS4, has the ability to set up custom music as long as you're not streaming it. So as long as you're not streaming it and putting it on YouTube, you can change out the music to whatever you feel like, including actual awesome versions of the songs.
I think the reason Nosgood keeps having to deal with Ashura is just because we haven't handled it. And directly convert them into
Galgai Gar fucking rules so much.
the best.
It really is one of my favorite animes.
We haven't forgotten about that plot point!
Yeah. Hey, Vesty. Yeah, exactly. Turned into light. I'll get you for this next time. Like, you're fucking photons, dude.
I reconstituted myself.
I mean, I'll give credit to Galgai Gar, the actual anime. They never did that shit.
Nope.
Galgai Gar turns you into lights. You're fucking light.
Someone gets hammered, it ain't coming back from it.
Cyborg Guy, do not fuck around. Yes, we do have the Shuffle Union Fist now, which, technically speaking, if other members of the Shuffle Alliance are actually fielded and in range to trigger that, is actually Domon's most powerful attack.
Yes.
This is never going to matter, because we're never fielding other members of the Shuffle Alliance.
Yep.
That's the problem with a lot of these gimmick weapons, is like, with Trider 7 and the full support attack, you only have to field one extra unit to get the full benefit out of that.
Yep.
With this, you have to sacrifice 4 other slots in your party for people who ain't that good.
Admittedly, the combo attack math does slightly account for it, and that the penalties are actually less for the ones that require more units.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so if you're missing one member, it's 300 damage less. 2 members is 450 less. 3 members is 700 less, and missing 4 members is 1,350 less.
Yeah, so that attack should do
Like 8250.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That attack, I think, is the single most powerful attack in the game, pure numbers-wise, but that is only if you have literally fielded all 5 members of the Shuffle Alliance. They're all in range to trigger it, and somehow have not died horribly. This is unlike basically every other combination attack in the game. If it's anything 2, 3, or 4-man combo attack, having 1 unit present results in negative 1,200 damage. If it's a 3 or 4-man combo, having only 2 units present gives a 600 damage penalty. And for a 4-man combination attack, having only 3 of the units present is a 400 damage penalty.
Give him a Ragnar Cannon.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of very specific math they apply for combo attacks in this, but what it really comes down to is none of them are effectively worth it, with the exception of, like, the double Mazinger attack, because that's the only combination attack basically in the game where all the units involved in it are actually worth fielding on their own.
Yeah. Okay, that's everything on the map. Yay!
Right, one last thing.
Right, now we have to fight Master Asia.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Got it. Are we gonna televise this? Hell yes. Hell yes! Hell yes! Aim Presban's wish is for us to have a Gundam fight on the Mars. Gundam fight on Mars. Guys, just let me handle this. See, Harlock gets it.
Right, so our attack P bonus is beating Master Asia.
Okay.
In this mission that refuses to end.
God fucking damn it. What time is it right now?
3:45.
Jeez, and we spent 2 hours on this thing!
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I mean, fortunately, the next mission is one of the special scenarios, so it's a little bit shorter than most missions.
Christ, yeah.
But yeah, no, this mission, unlike most other missions in the game, has literally like 4 parts, basically. Because you start off against a bunch of UND, and then literally turn 2, like, a bunch of other forces show up. Then you defeat the UND, then the
Dark
fucking
Gundam
Devil
shows
Gundam
up.
shows up.
And
Then
then
you go
you have
through
a
all of that,
Gundam
and
fight.
then you have to have a Gundam fight against Master Asia. We are going to start running into more of these missions that take a while, because we're started wrapping stuff up.
Oh my god, he's still alive!
Yep. They're all here.
Okay, good. The kid's not brain fried anymore. Hell yes! Everyone's getting into the Gundam fight.
Yeah, they're televising this shit.
We're gonna end the Twilight Age of mankind by having Domon beat the fucking shit out of Master Asia.
Basically.
Hell yes!
Winds of the King to return the peace.
Because they couldn't do this.
The world around.
Yeah, they could not do this fight without doing
Cries
this.
abound. Behold the strife that lies ahead. Look, the east is burning red.
Green Lantern's like
Gundam fight. Ready? Go! Yes, of course they had to do that.
Fucking yes. Huh.
This, by the way, only happens if you have 6 Master Asia points up to this point.
Fucking yes.
Otherwise, he just fucks off and is like, Domon, you haven't proven yourself worthy of doing this.
Worth every penny. Worth everything we did.
Yep, just trigger love. Fuck him up.
Trigger Soul as well, because I don't think Love does Soul.
No, it does Valor. Soul is better, so.
Yep.
No, Soul is better. Valor is 100%. This is my point.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, do
Although
Soul,
you
because
have
Soul is
Valor,
better.
so
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on.
one back.
Also, supporters. And...
500 weapon damage is the best thing we got.
Skill.
yes. Actually, hold off on that for this turn, because it's probably not going to one-shot him. So instead, next turn, we'll just do the one that gives him bravery.
Let's move up one way.
Oh, no!
No, let's shoot
We're
him.
gonna one-shot him. Don't even need anything else. Yeah, nobody else. They're all not taking part. That's the whole point.
Huh.
He's the supreme undefeated of the East.
Super Asia.
Well, no, that's different. That's the master of the North, South, East, West, and Center.
Because you could do that.
Just what? That's dumb.
Using Getter Rays.
And willpower controls all of it.
Master Asia is now a master of Getter Rays as well. Somewhere somebody's butthole just clenched.
Technically, he's a
real
master
hard.
of bow power.
That's basically the same thing.
So the thing that I really want, but I know they're not going to do, because it requires making a unique like, cutscene for this, is to have the attack that you throw here that defeats him only destroy the head of his robot, not the rest of it. Since it is a Gundam fight, attacking the cockpit's not allowed.
Yep. It does, unfortunately, we're not going to see Master Asia's Seki Tenkyoken until we get Master Asia. Because he will actually use that here against Domon.
Technically, we could have used it when we were controlling
Yeah.
it. We had access to it. I just was never able to get to it because it's a move you can't use after.
Yeah. It's fine. Well, we actually get Master Asia in a couple scenarios.
Dead.
Fuck you. He's just gone. The Shuffle Union Soul.
Punch me right in the face. didn't trade blows. I punched you in the face and the fight was over.
Yeah.
Yep, this is literally Char and Master Asia basically trying to spark the exit from the Twilight Age.
I'm done mucking around for 2 missions.
Technically, it would be the next mission if we did
that's
trigger the special scenario.
Okay.
Is this the leader of the UND?
Uh-huh.
Later the UND.
I've seen him silhouetted
Look at them
before.
crinkly red hands. Do we have anything other than a toga for her?
Wow.
She's got radar thighs.
No, she's got Nadesco eyes.
Yeah.
Not really different than Rory there for giant owl eyes.
That's true.
It's Yurika's head is just bigger than Rory's.
Yep.
Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me through the night.
Beep boop. That's not gonna work, Akito.
Tetsuya literally just picks him up and carries him over. This is yours. Put a leash on him. Chiriko broke out of the broom closet just to tell you that. I can tell you should listen.
That's dumb. You're dumb.
The black that rejects everything.
Get out of the hot topic and get over here.
I'm the bad man.
You love that it's Van telling him
Yeah,
this?
the guy who's wearing his wedding tuxedo?
Yes, his wedding tuxedo. And literally has nothing but vengeance on his mind.
Yeah. I don't know, to be fair, he kind of burnt out on that.
No.
Like-
no,
well, not-
that's
not
still
burnt out
why
on
he's going
vengeance.
after the claw.
Well, yes, but now he's not, like, crazy anymore. He got proper focus from the Shouty Boys. You look like you're wearing a garbage bag.
中でも毎日会っていたのに
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
本物に会えたの何を言っていいの
俺の手は血まみれだ
I will stain my hands with your blood.
秋人は秋人だよだって秋人だもんそして私は秋人のお嫁さんのユリカだよ
Get a unique image just for that.
Yep.
Don't get any ideas, Wendy.
It's fine. He'll be back in 2 missions anyways. Oh, rain. Right. We'll worry about this.
Get an extra pair of fists for me, Delmon.
Stay on the ship. You'll get killed.
Look. Delmon, how's it feel to find out that you were cucked by a Gundam?
She's so happy.
I'm coming along too. Okay. Get on the ship. Get in the bus like everyone else.
Yep.
I brought your costume. Costume? Yeah. Time for Nazi Nani Nadesco. I feel like I changed my mind.
I don't want to go with you guys anymore. Can I be on the rock column?
Rain!
Can we soundproof Delmon's room?
Oh.
Oh.
We need 8 less funds.
Why?
Our current funds is 654,329.
Aww. Well, why doesn't it cost 8?
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay. Set plan. Set orders.
What people who aren't 60 yet.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yes, people we actually field who aren't 60 yet.
I'm done.
Which I don't think we actually have anymore.
Yeah, I think we're just
This is
working
kills.
on
Oh, skills, yeah.
This is next page, so
Nope, you're still doing above 60.
God.
less than 60. There you go.
There you go. So show and then down the line.
This is getting people A's, not getting people XP.
Yeah.
Yes, now we're on XP.
There we go.
Okay.
Which we're kind of sort of below the line already, mostly. Koji we do field. So.
We don't field water.
Water we don't field anymore, so don't care.
Where's Bruce? Oh, yes.
Delmon's our highest level character?
Yes.
He got a shit ton of
Oh,
levels
that's
from
true. We did do the XP boost on him when he killed Dark Gundams.
Yes. And he also got XP from the fight with Master Asia, which is
Yeah.
considered another boss level fight. He was already basically our second for the longest time because he was our primary killer for a while before we started getting a lot of stuff stacked on Spike.
Oh, for the longest time. Congratulations, Shell.
Ace back.
You do remember I've been dead for 700 years, right?
Quite you.
I do quite like Sho as a character, actually.
Yep.
We will have to get around to watching Dunbean at some point.
Congratulations, Purutsu. Run around a lot and say my name.
I now just have to imagine both the Purus just running around doing the airplane thing, and Raimi just walking around behind them as to go get ice cream.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a moment we'll treasure.
No, the thing I imagine is literally they just walk in and the guys from Getter Robo are all just holding their arms out and the Poorers are just jumping and swinging on them. Like, we can get him to stop if you want. Don't you dare!
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Put it 2 goes, I'll go get put it 2. Wait, you mean Puru also?
Or
Grammar!
Often, frequently.
This is the Japanese government in Neo-Japan. We had a Gundam fighter from Japan just won again. Does that mean that we reset the clock on how long we get to control the colonies? Are we gonna ruling on that?
to be fair, I don't believe that the Neo country colonies exist in GG. Or in this game.
We
No.
are declaring ourselves Neo-Japan and declaring independence for all Japanese space noids, just the Japanese ones.
Not to mention the fact that Neo Japan is basically fucked at this point in the storyline since the first Gundam or the 13th Gundam fight happened.
Yes. Doesn't change the fact that they're actually in
It
charge
doesn't change the fact
of...
that but the Neo Japan colony got turned into
Yes.
The Devil colony.
Devil Gundam, yes.
If we do have a final fight against Devil Gundam, is it actually Devil Colony version or?
That I don't know. I haven't played that far in my playthrough, and the stuff in the walkthrough just says defeat Devil Gundam. And, like, the names of the missions don't really reveal anything that could be, so who knows? I mean, realistically, the last 4 missions are basically just piles of boss fights. As we essentially finish off all the storylines.
Yep.
I mean, if we do end up getting Devil Colony, it is easily the biggest mobile suit in this game, or not. It's colony sized.
I'm not sure how big the final UND ship actually is.
Of the things we know the size of,
Yes.
it would be more not large.
I want to pump the Quinn Method Alpha Zero a little bit.
Yep. Have ignore signs.
Just got 2 levels of it. Maxing it out probably would not hurt.
Go full count.
Probably not a bad idea.
Just 'cause unlike the Quebly, she doesn't get counted.
Yeah, she doesn't get counted with the funnels on this one.
Yeah. Quick maintenance thing here. Right.
You're gonna give the SP recovery to Bright.
Yep. He's the one who's got the dodge on him.
Yeah, with that, we will have pretty much, with that and the power parts we have on him, we get like 2 free for Cs per turn now, basically.
Yep.
What is the Shuffle Alliance equipment do?
Oh yeah, the
We
Shuffle
haven't
Alliance
checked
Soul.
that.
We haven't looked at
Okay.
that yet.
We're still just doing all the skills that we got from
Yeah, because we have like, even after we spend 1,000 to put full counter on Puru, we still have like 2,500 left. Probably want to boost evade a bit. It's only 187. We should be looking at 200s for almost everything, at least 200s for everything at this point.
If you're gonna put defenses on one, then put defenses on.
We already boosted the Alpha Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's basically a tank.
Yeah.
So.
boozing time.
I am letting that Long Island slowly settle in. I can feel myself gradually becoming part of the couch.
What's that?
I can feel myself gradually becoming part of this couch. If you're gonna do all of that into skill, now go over to learn skill.
He already has.
Oh, he already has
second.
second attack? Okay.
That's why I was doing
Okay.
it on him.
Did we put that on him, or did he get that naturally?
Oh, we got a second attack.
Okay, so we
as
put that
part
on him.
of
Okay.
a thing, and we put it.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't think he has that normally.
No, he doesn't.
Did we give second attack?
Maito.
Might know. Just to make sure he can kill things on his turn. So he can take advantage of all the multiple turns we give him to zip across the battlefield like he's on coke.
Yeah, we get counter, we get that, we get hit and run.
He's got, I think, the most skills except for Spike. Spike gets into the second column.
I think we have one other person who's in the second column. I don't know, though. It's not important at the moment. Spike absolutely has the most. I think the other one we have is only like one into the second column. I think Noriko might be. I know we did put a decent amount of stuff on Noriko. Oh, no, she's only like halfway through the first. I know in mine she's got a fucking almost through the full second column, but that's just I'm stupid. She doesn't really need much else, honestly.
Yeah.
Personally, I gave her EX Instinct because I think it's funny, but
Oh, yeah, but the problem is there's nothing that's going to be in that range to make it worth it.
well, see, specifically, it's really funny to me because on mine, she now evades everything, which is just really fucking funny for me to think about Gunbuster dodging attacks.
Yeah.
Not really worth it. Like, again, she doesn't actually need much. I've just pumped her up a ton in my playthrough because she's like my primary pilot, basically.
Yeah.
I think we're actually probably okay on skills for now. Let's go check out what that Shuffle Union Soul does.
Max morale plus 20, morale plus 5 per turn.
Okay.
when sorted. Okay. I can think of a few different people on that one.
Probably Gunbuster, actually. What was it for GS Ride? Yeah, I would probably replace the support GS ride with that, just because she's not yet at the point where she's able to fire off super Inazuma kicks from Sortie, and now she pretty much will get to it within like a turn or two, automatically. Also, Max Morale plus 20 just works really well with Super Gutsy.
Yep.
Queen of Spades, Heart and Diamond, Club Ace,
Club Ace.
Black Joker, King of Hearts, 7 of Clubs! She like does it in like marker on her glove.
That blank card they used to fill the deck.
The rules card! What's the rule? Don't fuck with Gunbuster! Kick!
The Tower! What?
Oh no, that means death!
Hi, Hera.
Okay.
Next map.
Is the submission?
Yes. Well, it's a secret.
Secret scenarios. Hamon adrift.
We got come on.
Yep.
How did I end up here? How did my life come to bring me here? You pulled into the parking lot and walked into the Arby's van.
Yes, we get 3 units here, actually. Uh-huh.
You get Moshmer. Hamon.
I mean, we care about 2 of them.
Oh, is there we get Char as well?
No.
Okay. What do we get here then?
Hamon, Mashimer, and Gyune.
Right, we care about 2 of them.
Yeah.
You weren't wrong.
I mean, we're not going to field Mashimer, because he's honestly not a great unit. But we care about having him.
Yep. Like, we could potentially field him on if we want to swap someone out. I'm sure him on is fine.
Yeah, Hamon is actually pretty decent.
You've changed quite a bit. Is your new type thing wearing out? Ah, good. He's back to being regular
Yes.
Moshmer.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
Yes, apparently getting hit in the head enough made him come out of his stupid Cyber New Type brainwash.
If only that worked in actual Gundam.
No, getting hit in the head Gundam usually means a shell casing hit you and you die.
Yes.
Means someone has to carry your baby.
Gyune, I've been doing a lot of thinking and I have been eating a lot of ice cream.
So much ice cream.
I love that. Oh,
Oh.
no mouthful of ice cream. You go nuts, kid. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna stop you. As long as I tell him it's not my usual reason for calling, he'll answer me. I have made a lot of regrettable phone calls.
No. Click, click. Oh no! Hung up. Damn it. What? Gyune wants to talk to you.
Oh, God. I'm not calling it the usual thing. Oh, thank God.
For funsies.
I go where Lady Hamon goes.
Oh man. That's a lot of 151.
Oh, he'll show.
I was told you had a young, impressionable new
I
type.
said, like, Char's coming up. If he doesn't, then I'm well and truly over with him.
zooms off the other way.
Probably shouldn't have said that on an open channel.
All right, Mojmer. Don't say boner.
It's a bit embarrassing, but it's a oh.
Her bird.
I see we are children.
Heard your bitches want to start some shit.
Okay.
I'm here too. No one cares.
I'm also here.
Who are you?
Who's Garba?
I summoned you here for a ruckus. Oh, this is one of those calls. And you
You
need
jerked all of us.
around.
You've jerked all of us. What? Around. Oh.
This could still be hentai dialogue.
It's 3 of them to fight
Junk?
I mean, it's Zaka 3 Custom. It's not actually junk. It's actually a pretty solid suit.
Junk
That's junk. The Yogdoga is a piece of shit.
and equivalent, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah. Attack you with my yellow.
I would probably just use intuition.
I mean, you could use love.
Just one SP.
Yeah, but it still saves us enough to fire off an intuition, and there's literally one enemy. So it will do.
Is he a boss that enemy?
It also
No.
has flash
Oh, no.
as part
Oh,
of
yeah,
it,
go
so
nuts.
I mean, he is, but isn't.
yeah. Love also triggers flash. So
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
aware, but it's like 50 energy. How much health we have to pile through. There's only 27.
Yeah, he's only 27,000. I mean, he has a lot of defense, but
And I finished this once and for all, child.
You're not fooling anyone, sure.
come off it, asshole.
Char, the curtain's drawn. You can stop acting.
Do I look like a space swan to you?
Come on. 私とお前も決着をつけねばならない
Oh, you look like a lobster with a lot of tumors.
That's your lobster.
ファンネル行け
I mean, I do actually legitimately like the design of the Nightingale. It's very fucking weird. It looks way more, like, organic than pretty much any other suit design in Gundam.
行けファンデルこれで落ちろ
なかなか興味深い攻撃だ
It's really fascinating.
Yeah, Flash and Bullseye. Captain, I wanted to confirm one thing. I heard from Mr. Amuro Ray that you a bitch and you dick tiny.
Can you confirm?
It's like confirm something. Oh.
Alright, fine. Although it doesn't help if the Nightingale's got a piece.
I mean, yes, it absolutely does. Alright, Mashima, finish him off!
Ready to get the killing blow.
Only Mosh Marcello is deserving of defending Lady Amon's honor by smiting her now vicious mortal enemy
That
with
psycho
his psycho power.
Because he's apparently M. Bison.
Yeah, Bullseye and Flash. Just do Bullseye, you don't need to do.
How dare you not allow Lady Amon to slide into your DMs?
Masha Marcello, the man who defeated the Red Comet.
Yup. Here's your axe, a shock for you. Explode won't do anyone any good at all.
Oh yeah, that's also the big difference between Beltorchika's Children and CCA. Amuro and Char are both declared full-on KIA in Beltorchika's Children, not MIA as they officially are in anime canon.
I mean, do we have bodies or are they still green lighted away?
No, they're just officially declared KIA. Like, they still disappear in the Axis shock, but they basically just go, yeah, no, they didn't fucking survive that shit.
Not the part we have to show.
Nope,
Oh, really?
not quite yet. T3 are on their way. Well, those Shouty Boys are on their way. But we still have a little bit before they get there. We want to try and defeat 3 enemies with Char before those Shouty Boys show up.
Okay. One of these days, a convenient fleet of enemies isn't going to force us to be allies. And then, bam! Zoom! Straight to Lunar 2. Okay, so 3 units, you say?
Yeah.
Shit.
Just use the other stuff to weaken him down.
Not by that much.
They use it down. May not have to move from right now.
Right, funnels.
Yeah, funnels have like 9 range. Does he have an EXC? Or
No.
check spirit commands. Okay, he does not have a zeal.
No.
He does have resolve though, so he can have 5 EXC.
I mean, you can pop resolve right now. You let him kill that guy, get extra action,
Yeah, pop resolve,
which give him enough to make the extra action, get 3D this turn.
then
Just throw the attacks, you know, you can
pull
kill
the
him.
action. Then throw the attack. Funnels. That dude.
That's a shoot down. You kill the guy behind him, because that's a shoot down.
Then move up. Yeah.
Yes, hit and run.
Yes. Of course he fucking does. He's the red fucking comet. Of course he can move after attacking.
Kill another one, then kill another one. Good.
Do it, don't care.
Just pick one, basically.
Huh?
These guys are a lot weaker than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I killed 3 guys, I'm leaving.
There's a lot of complicated shit coming I don't want to deal with right now.
Basically.
Which translates to, I don't want to be stood on the bridge of the Rock Callium and have everybody inside of it slap me in the face once.
It's just in a hall. He's standing at one end, and everyone else is just lined up.
Yeah, no, it's that scene from Airplane.
They're on the little zip line handle things and
We're going the distance!
Okay.
Going
that
for
was everything
speed.
special we needed to accomplish on this one. So,
Okay, just go nuts with whatever.
yep.
I'm another 12 minutes to play.
Yes, because we do still have Hamon, Yune, and Mosh.
In that case. I feel like Green Manta, yum.
Unlimited frogs. Queen Mantis.
Char is a bitch, and I bet his dick is tiny too. Sure, whatever you say.
You know all the UND? I think not. They'll show those shiny boys we can punch the UND as well as anyone else. Do you allow shouty girls?
Shouty boys is more of a state of mind. Girls and boys are welcome. Did you see Noriko?
Hell, a shouty member in
Yeah.
Noriko.
Yeah, Noriko's the unofficial 6th member of the Shuffle Union now. 7 of clubs.
We got fucking Domon Kashu and the Getter boys on our team, and Noriko's the one officially classified as super gutsy.
As shoutiest. She's the best at screaming at people if she kicks them in.
Phase transition cannon. The Nadesco's secret weapon. Miles Mayhem! The looter of Venom.
Hi. When did they put you in Yurika?
Just to let you know, we originally decided a little bit earlier that moving forward after we're done with Super Bowl and Repeat, the next thing we're going to be doing on Sundays is a G-Generation game. It's either going to be Overworld, if I can get the translation pad working, or we're going to do G-Gen Genesis. You are welcome to join whenever you're in.
I may very well, at least for some of the episodes.
Yeah.
Else. What's Overworld got me again?
Basically everything plus the AUs, shy of IBO, because Overworld came out in like 2012, so IBO didn't exist yet.
Does Overworld, like, how deep do we go with Overworld?
It doesn't have through like 5 levels of skill up in him, so now he can do the second attack just like
necessarily
Armor.
for UC stuff. Like it doesn't have like all of them, but it has like Igloo, Advance of Zeta, Flag of the Titans.
How far into the timeline does it go?
Oh, Pathway, I think.
I know that G-Gen goes all the way through. G-Gen is basically
It also has
everything.
Sentinel in it.
You see.
Okay, nice.
Sentinel stuff is in there. Also for like Wing, it has fucking G-Unit.
Cool.
Like,
I'm not good.
it's got some weird fucking obscure AU stuff.
I mean, I know that Crossrays is basically going to be going deep into stuff like that. G-Unit's definitely Crossrays.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes out. Is it out already?
I think next year.
Okay. I know it was advertised pretty heavily some months ago, and then nothing, so I'm sure.
But yeah. I'm trying to check to see if I can get the translation pack working properly. And if I can, we're going to do that. Otherwise, we're just doing Genesis.
I don't know what's in Crossrays, but Crossrays is 4 AUs in particular, so. Oh. That was going to be Wing, IBO, Seed, because they always try to show Seed into things. And to be fair,
I wasn't this much.
no.
It's IBO, Wing, Seed, and...
X. If it's X, I hope so.
No, double
X
O.
is in Overworld.
Double O.
Yeah, X and Turn A are both in Overworld.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And also, for Seed stuff, it has Seed, obviously. It has Seed Destiny, kind of obviously. It has CE-73 Stargazer.
Okay. Alright.
Like, it has the Seed side story stuff that's actually good and interesting, unlike Seed.
It's true.
It's also got a Stray.
Which one?
Both, actually. It's got Seed Astray and Seed X Astray.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, then again, by now, Astray as a line has grown to encompass quite a few things.
I mean, again, this was 2012.
Yeah, whatever was out there.
Red, blue, green, black, no name.
Well, I meant the Astray series as a whole. There were like half a dozen different manga series that were like Astray R, Astray B, Astray X, just Astray.
A stray puppy. It's adorable.
Woof woof.
I'm trying to think of what else. There's a bunch of them.
November 28th for Crossrays, by the way.
Gotcha. Whichever one has the outframe and a bunch of other random stuff in it, so yeah. There was an entire Astray series that had nothing but the weird, like, librarians model versions of all the different Gundams.
So the biggest thing about Crossrays that is, I still kind of prefer Overworld to it,
Yeah.
is Crossrays is only Wing, Seed, Double O, and IBO. It doesn't actually have any UC stuff in it.
Oh, that's like I thought that was kind of the point of Crossrays was to be
Yeah.
an AU companion to Genesis.
Yeah, but I prefer Overworld because Overworld has both UC and AU stuff.
And it actually has a story that combines the two, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas G-Gen
What,
is
is the dark history not good enough for you?
no. G-Gen is literally just like a straight UC. And doesn't do like a weird like try and combine stories, just straight UC stories all the way through.
I mean,
But covers practically everything you see that exists
and
in
yes,
that game.
additionally, fucking bizarrely, for Crossrays, so of the Wing stuff, it has Wing, it has G-Unit, it has Endless Waltz, it also includes stuff from Glory of the Losers and Battlefield of the Pacifist.
Okay.
Does that mean we're gonna get like Tony's Flugel as well as the Angel Wing custom? Do we have a mech list for it?
Tallgeese Flugel is right there.
Okay, so you get the Tallgeese Flugel.
We've got Wing Gundam Zero, Endless Waltz version.
And Wing Gundam Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We also have the Gundam Geminas.
Geminas!
I want them to do a model kit of the Flugel.
Yeah, no, the Flugel's awesome.
So I like the Tallgeese in general, and they just combined my favoriteest, stupidest thing from Wing, which was literally the Wing Zero custom from Endless Waltz with the Angel Wings, and just, Tallgeese needs those too.
What's the Flugel?
The Flugel is a version of the Tallgeese that shows up in Glory of the Losers.
Okay, considering over the last several months, there have been P Bandai MGs of stuff from Glory of the Losers. Most recently, like some equipment for the Tallgeese and for the Shenlong.
The easiest way to explain the Flugel is, you know how Wing Zero Custom had Angel Wings?
Yeah.
Tallgeese with Angel Wings.
This is the Tallgeese Flugel.
Yeah, if we get some more, if we get more stuff
I
from
want
Glory
that
of the
shit.
Losers, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept going to stuff like this because we've already got a couple of Gundam Master Grades.
Like
with
I
that.
like the Tallgeese anyways.
This is a custom model that somebody made of it. But yeah, this is basically what it looks like.
Yeah, it is Tallgeese plus the wings from Wing Zero Custom, effectively. Listen, I love the Tallgeese in the next level too. This is just taking the stupidest thing that I love the most from Wing Zero, or Wing, and adding it to the Tallgeese.
And yes, the Astray listing for Crossrays is really kind of fucking silly.
Oh.
It's like 14 entries because it is everything
I know
Astray.
every version of the
For
Astray.
whatever reason, Astray as a spin-off brand has had a ton of different little mangas or photo
That's
albums.
because people like the Astray. It's a great suit. We just do a bunch of different color versions
Yes,
of it.
the seed entry in general. So the
Seed AUs might as well be like there's Stargazer over there. It's this little thing, and then Astray
Hey.
is like the entirety of the seed AUs.
yes.
Not
So
the AUs,
there is seed.
Expand universe.
There is seed. There is seed Destiny. There is seed MSV stuff in the game. There is CE-73 Stargazer. And there is Seed Destiny MSV. That's everything Cosmic Era that's not Astray labeled. Then we have Seed Astray, Seed X Astray, Seed Astray R, Seed Astray B, Seed Destiny Astray, Seed CE-73 Delta Astray, Seed Frame Astray, Seed Versus Astray, Seed Destiny Astray R, and Seed Destiny Astray B.
何をする気なんです？焦点インフォを使用します。
Destiny. Seed is basically. Remember we made Seed? No one gives a shit. But here's the Astray. People love this.
And all of it.
Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Astray from Final Curtain. Mobile Suit Destiny Astray Zero.
Mobile Seed,
Destiny
Destiny
Astray
Astray,
After
2.8,
Crisis.
Final remix.
All of the Seed Astray stuff, I can pretty much guarantee
That's a new
is
attack.
better than the
Yeah, this is the new
series.
thing that we.
Yeah, that's
Once we got Yuriko.
the positron cannon, whatever fuck.
Yeah.
Phase transition cannon. It also has a map attack version. Yeah. I will, in theory, probably pick up Crossrays at some point, but it's like, I'm less interested in Crossrays because, frankly, of the 4 AUs they involve with it, I like one of them.
Which one?
Huh?
Which
I like IBO.
Yeah, IBO's fine.
I don't really give too much of a shit about Wing. I actively dislike Seed, and 00 I could go either way on.
00 I've got a soft spot for, but it also helps that 00 also has another like wealth of side story content to plumb in the same way Seed does.
Like Wing for me is It was that.
I
Series,
like the suit
it was
design.
the series we all watched as a kid.
No, the suit design
But
from,
I like these sillier suits that are in it, like the Wing Zero or the Wing and the Wing Zero. Basically, is kind of like a huge generic Gundam type.
They do have Death
Scythe
Scythe Hell, including the
Death
Endless Waltz
Scythe and
version.
Death Scythe Hell is fantastic, and the Endless Waltz version is fantastic. I
Any
like the
version
heavy
of-
arms
any version of heavy
because the
arms.
heavy arms is just silly, especially when we get to the heavy arms custom.
Yep, they do
The
have
Wing
heavy-
Zero custom with the Angel Wings is so stupid. I
Yeah,
love
basically
it so
we have
much.
confirmed all of the base suits, all their upgraded versions, and the Endless Waltz versions thereof.
Also, it's very important that the Hell Scythe's scythe can be used underwater.
Yeah. We have the Epion, the Tall Geese 1, 2, and 3, the Leo, the Aries, the Taurus, the Virgo, the Vayette, the Mercurius, the Serpent, the Scorpio, the Geminas 1 and 2, the Gundam LO Booster, the Gundam Gripe, the Leo S, the Leo R, the Leo N, the Virgo 3, and the Tall Geese Flugel have all been confirmed. We don't actually have any confirmation of like any suits from any of the other AUs.
Just the Wing stuff.
Just the wing stuff is all they've officially announced.
and that doesn't even sound like all of them, because
No, it is almost certainly more, but those are the ones we have absolutely confirmed.
I'm gonna say, like, we're talking about stuff.
Is
from,
there Wing stuff they're missing from that list, though?
It looks like they mainly cut, like they have the main.
That may be everything from Wing.
I am excited for the
Because Wing is basically the main character suits, a bunch of grunts, and then there's like the weird stuff like Mercurius and stuff. They're like one-offs, but
like,
those are in there.
The like pseudo Gundams.
So that may literally be every suit that appears in Wing.
Now, they don't have the entire army that's sold as a single gun.
They don't have the
set.
Magnat.
Oh, they don't have the Magnat
The
Core. that's
Magnat
true.
Core.
There is no Magnat Core suit in there.
The Magnat Core, which was like 18 gun
36.
No.
it was like 36.
36, and only because it's actually 40, and there are 4 separate units that
Yes.
are customized that are sold as separate kits.
Yeah.
The
And yeah.
36 is literally only
no,
to fill out the ranks of
we have not
regular
confirmed the
Magnats.
Asclepius.
Okay.
What the fuck is that one?
Oh, the Asclepius is a Gundam that turns into a Zakok.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
It is wings.
Why?
It is wings. It's a pretty cool Gundam, but it is the suit piloted by the brother of the main character of G Unit, and it is literally a big, bulky-looking Gundam where its backpack and its other armor folds on it to give it like a Zagok head and like claws.
G-Unit, for reference, is fucking stupid and amazing.
I love G Unit.
Fair enough.
G-Unit is basically... G-Unit is, for all intents and purposes, the only part of Wing I actually actively like.
I mean, I remember reading the manga. It was a very brisk, like 3-volume manga, and it actually got translated here.
Yeah.
It was basically like, oh, while Wing was happening, like, out in the asteroid field, there was this other
occurred.
thing. And there was like, here's half a dozen more Gundams that inexplicably existed and were fighting each other over very weird stakes.
Look, we have a history of randomly adding new Gundams to Gundam series. Like, where the fuck does this Thunderbolt come from in the 1-year war that's clearly superior to most everything else?
G-Unit's kind of the equivalent of that. They also brought up, like, some of it's pretty damn hilarious, too. Like, they gave us Valder Farkil, the Dark General of Destruction, which is how you go, like,
See,
massive edgelord do not steal
I still
character
want these
name.
fucking cowards to include frozen teardrop stuff.
But, like,
So we get fucking Snow White and Huntsman.
oh god. See, Frozen Teardrop is one of those ones that, by all rights, it's absolute garbage, is what I
No,
heard.
it's completely terrible, and I think at this point it's technically non-canon to Wing,
It was supposed
because the stuff that happens in Frozen Teardrop is actually, like, overwritten by some of the other stuff that's now canon.
it
Oh
was
shit,
basically-
Foz here?
It was originally supposed
She broke
to
out of the
be-
closet too? God damn it!
Get her back in there!
It was supposed to be another sequel to Endless Waltz,
Uh-huh.
last I heard. They were like, we need to advance the timeline, and it turned into just horrifically stupid fan fiction levels.
Yeah, no, it's real fucking bad.
Try looking up, MAHQ's forums did a kind of thread just doing a brief rundown on what was happening in it, and everyone was mostly just
That's-
commenting on, like, what the
That's
fuck?
great.
What the fuck does any of this mean?
See, now we have Glory of the Losers in Crossrays. I'm really hoping we get this motherfucker right here.
Ooh, yes.
Sandrock Armadillo armament.
The Sandrock Armadillo looks badass.
The Sandrock Armadillo is fucking amazing. Those are all missiles, by the way.
Okay. I mean, suits with lots of missiles isn't anything weird for Wing. The heavy arms exists.
Yeah. But this is Sandrock with a whole fuck ton of missiles.
Look, they had to eventually give Sandrock a weapon besides a shitty giant Gundam-sized Uzi and a pair of Eaton shuttles. Its custom version is just to put a tarp on it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's the custom upgraded version. So you threw a tattered tarp on top of your mech?
I do love that the Battlefield of the Losers upgrade to Shenron Gundam is literally we gave it a sword.
I mean, it's a big sword.
It's a big sword, but it's just we gave it like a Chinese broadsword.
No, that was one of the ones they did an MG release of, and the Igel.
And then there's heavy arms Igel armament.
That exists. We have that as a kit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And if you look
No,
up,
they have a bunch of Battlefield of Losers stuff. Actually,
the Shenlong sword with the sword equipment and and the Igel in particular, those are the two that were released thus far, and it's almost certain they'll announce more.
Yeah.
I am actually really hoping for the Death Side Rosette.
What's that one look like again?
I don't have a lot, but it's just the Death Scythe, but more.
Yeah. Though the Armadillo look is probably my favorite of the
I
new
want a
variants.
Flugel. Second we see a Flugel soon, I'll pre-order it.
These things here, so the Death Scythe Rosette armament, like, those actually, like, spread out into, like, a 6-wing structure thing. Like, straight up playing full on to, like, Lucifer wing stuff.
Alright, sorry to interrupt the Gundam talk, but this is probably where we're going to call it for the day. So, we did make some progress. We're starting to tie up a bunch of loose ends and plot and stuff. Join us on Saturday for what probably is going to be the conclusion of Valkyria Chronicles.
It's either going to be the ultimate or penultimate
Yep.
episode of Valkyria Chronicles, after which time we'll figure out what we're doing Saturday after.
Yep, we'll definitely have something on the Saturday block. And then join us next Sunday for the continuing adventures of trying to untangle this Gordian knot. Until then, I have been the Krampus.
I've been Chiv.
And I've been Bograt. Have a good one, everyone.
Saying hi.
Yeah. Dylan Squid's here, too.
Have a good one, y'all.
Have a good one.